This conference will now be recorded.
So this session I am discussing about managing local users and groups. So the topics we are discussing is users, groups and passwords. So I am in a Linux system. So currently we can see that I logged in as a root user. So we can when I can create a user by using this command user add John. So I can create a username with the name of John user I am creating. So creating a username with John. So after that, I want to create a password for the user, password John. So I want to give some password for this user. So we have to know that now we can log in as John user. Either I can log out and log in. So otherwise, I can change the user. Switch user command, I can log in, change as a switch user command. So I'm giving su hyphen John means I can change the user account. Su hyphen John means I can log in again. So otherwise, I can log in a fresh system. I can just open a putty session. If I remotely I am working, I can use putty session. Or if I am VMware, I can directly log in. So I need the IP address of the server I required. So this is the server IP address. So I'm going to log into the server. I'm giving open. So then I have to give the username password I have to give. So I'm going to give the username. So I created a username. So the username is John. I'm just increasing the font. So I'm giving the username is John. So I created a user account and I can log in as that user, John user, and I given some password I want to give. So 123 some password I am giving. So I can log into this system. So currently I logged in as John user. Now I want to log in. Now currently we have to know this is called regular user. So currently I created a user. This is a regular user, and if I want to log in as a root user, I can do su hyphen. So su hyphen, I can do switch user. I can give this username. If I give su hyphen directly, it will log in as a root user. So we can see it will ask for the root user password. I am going to switching the user. So we have to know now I logged in as username is root. It is showing the username as root. So we have to know root user is a super user. So whatever user I created before, John is a regular user. So this is a super user. So now when we create a user, so previously I created a user. So the user name, everything will be storing in one file. I am going to open this configuration file. So anytime when we creating user, so the user information is stored in a file. So I just created a user add I created a username John. So after that I have given the password for the John user and I given. So now I can check the configuration file. So when we create a user, the user names are stored in etc password file. So in etc folder, one file, this is a folder, and inside the folder one password file, all the usernames are stored. Like in Windows, we don't know, we created a user, we don't know where it is stored. But in Linux and Unix, we can see this information. So if I go to cd slash, I am going to parent directory, and we can see so many folders are there. When I go to etc folder and I can open the file, so we can see there is etc. I went to the etc folder and there are a lot of files are there. So I'm going to open a file called password file. We can see there is a password file is there. Password file, it's a text file. So we can open this by using va password. So I am went to the directory and I am opening this file.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we can see that all the user names are stored in this file. So this is a text file. In this file, all this information are stored. So when I created a John user, this information is stored in this file. So there are 7 field is there. So first is the username. So the first is the username. So the first field is a username, and this is the password field, and this is the user ID, and this is the group ID, and it's a command field, home directory, and shell. So there are 7 field. First is the username. John is the username, and second is the X is the password. We are using some shadow password we are using, and third is the user ID, and fourth is the group ID. So the user is a member of a group. The group's ID is showing. So here we can see there is a field is empty field is there. So we can see the fifth column is the command field, and sixth field is the home directory. So every user having a home directory. So the home directory is showing here. And last one is the shell of the user. So users shell we are seeing. So the shell is bin bash. So what is the shell we are using? The default shell is called born again shell. So there are different shells are there. Linux default shell is born again shell. So home directory is this one. Username is John. So all this field are there. So the username, password is X is showing because password is stored in another file. User ID is this. So this user's ID number is 1002. So this user is a member of a group, and group ID is also this one. And comment is this field is blank. So now I have to I can come out from this. I'm going to come out from this file. So now we can see that when I do ID command, so the root user ID is showing. The root user ID number. Root is a super user. The ID number is 0. But I want to see the ID of John user. So we can see that John user's ID is 1002. So we have another user's ID we want to check. Tom user. We have another user is there, Tom. So the Tom user's ID is 1001. So like that we have to know that when we create a user, this user's names are stored in the etc a password file it is stored. So we have 7 information is coming in this file. So now we have to create some groups also we can create. So we are going to create a group. So why we are creating groups? So we can group users together. Users we can combine into some groups, and we can create a group by using a command group pod HR. I am creating a group called HR group. So now the group information is stored in the etc a group file. So in the etc group file, the group's name will be stored. So I'm going to create a group add HR, and I can see the file cat etc a group file I am seeing. So we can see the group information is showing is storing in this file. So group names and everything is stored in this file. So now this is the group name and this is the group ID. So it is there. So we have to know that when I'm creating a user, so I'm creating some user I am creating. The username is Sam. So if I do capital small g and I am giving HR, what will happen? So what will happen? The user will be member of the HR group. So I created HR group I created, and I am adding a username is Sam, and I am adding into the HR group. So and I can check this. So when I do cat etc password file I am opening, so we can see this username is there, user's ID is there, and this is the group ID. So he is a member of a group. So the group ID I have to check. What is this group? I have to check. So I can open cat etc a group file. So it will show that this user is a member of the 1003 group. So we can see this information. So we can do and we have many groups. Secondary group is also there. So I can create a group group called sales group I am creating, and I am creating group called admin group I am creating. So I am creating a finance group I am creating. So this group I have created multiple groups. So previously I created a user, and that user is member of the HR group. So we can see that previously we given the command user add sum, and I made into HR group. But I can add this user into another secondary group or supplementary group. So I can give this command hyphen ag, and I can give this I can change this user to another group also. So I can give the command user mode command hyphen ag sales. So I'm going to add this user to capital. Here we have to know I am giving a capital G. Capital G means I am adding into secondary groups.
This conference will now be recorded.
So we can see that I am giving a command user mode hyphen ag, and whenever we want to create a user, we are giving user add command. You want to modify, you will give user mode command hyphen ag means we are adding the secondary group or supplementary group. So we can check the group file cat etc group file I am checking. So we can see that the sales group is there. So sales group Sam is a member, so it is showing the members information, it is showing here. So this way we can modify this information. So we can create a user by using user add command. So you want to modify this, you can give user mode. User name is Sam. So the user's ID number I want to change. So I want to change the user ID is 2222. So what will happen? So the user's ID number we are changing. So currently, previously we created a user. The user's ID was 1003, but now we are going to change the user ID. So we can check this file cat etc password file. We can see that the user's ID number, the Sam user, this user having an ID number. The ID number is 2222. So this user's ID number I can change. So he is a member of this group. Group we can change by using user mode command. So we previously we changed. We want to change the group. For example, this Tom user is member. I want to make this Tom user a member of HR group. So I can give a command. Sorry, user mode hyphen G HR Tom. So I want to make this user into member of the HR group. So I can modify the users group, we can modify. So similarly, we can this small g means this is a primary group. Capital G means we can add into secondary groups also we can add. So the users group we changed it to HR. So we can see the etc password file we can check here, and we can see that this Tom users group ID is 1003. So what is this group? So the group of this is the user's user ID, user own number. And this is the group number. The user is member of a group. The group's number we are seeing. So if you want to check the group number, we can check cat etc group, and we can see that this user 1003 means HR group. So I can change, and I want to give a comment for the user. So I want to give user mode hyphen C, and he is a accounts manager. Tom is an account manager, or Sam is accounts manager. So I'm going to change the comment of the user. So account manager. So this field I am changing. So now what will happen when we check the etc password file? Cat etc password file. We can see this field is coming. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth field is coming. It is a comment field. So the home directory we can change, and the shell we can change. So this home currently the user home directory is homes inside the home Sam. So every user having a personal folder, that is the personal folder is there. So that we can change by another command. So I want to change the home directory user mode, home directory of the SAM user. I want to change to home SAM2. So the user's home directory I want to change into the home directory with the SAM2 folder. Default is home directory SAM, and I want to give the username also. So like this user's home directory we can change. So when we check the cat etc password file, we can see that the home directory is changed here. So the bin bash shell is there. So we can change the bin bash shell. This is the born again shell. We are going to change the shell of the user. We are giving a command user mode hyphen s bin as such. So this is the different shell we are using, born shell we are using, and the SAM user I am changing. So the shell of the user I am changing now by using user mode command. So we can see this shell is changed to bin bash. So what is the meaning of shell means? So we are using a Linux operating system. Linux operating system, every operating system having two parts. One is the kernel and other is a shell. So if we know this is the hardware. Above the hardware, operating system is there. So operating system having two parts. One is the kernel, and the main part of the operating system is called the kernel, and next part is the shell. So shell is a user interface. So and this is my hardware. Hardware is there. Hardware is coming here in the middle. So we want to connect with the hardware. We need operating system. Operating system is having kernel and shell is both is part of the operating system. So the shell we are using is Linux uses a shell called born again shell. So that there is a code for this shell is bin bash. So but some version of Linux Unix uses born shell. Born shell they are using. So the shell is basically a command interpreter also, and we are is there. So we have discussed how to create a users and how to create a groups, and you can modify. You want to create a user, you can give user add command. We are creating a user by using the user add command. So we want to modify the user's property, either user ID, group ID, command, home directory, shell, everything we want to modify. We can give the user mode command. User mode is for modifying the information. So thanks for watching.